وقال نسوة في المدينة امرأة العزيز تراود فتاها عن نفسه قد شغفها حبا إنا لنراها في ضلال مبين.
And the women of the city said, "The ruler's wife has sought to seduce her young servant. Her heart is struck with his love. Indeed, we see her in manifest error."
فلما سمعت بمكرهن أرسلت إليهن وأعتدت لهن متكأ وآتت كل واحدة منهن سكينا وقالت اخرج عليهن فلما رأينه أكبرنه وقطعن أيديهن وقلن حاش لله ما هذا بشرا إن هذا إلا ملك كريم.
When she heard about their malicious talk, she invited them and prepared for them a banquet. To each she gave a knife. She then said, "Come out before them." When they saw Joseph, they were so amazed that they cut their hands and said, "God forbid, he is not a mortal. He is but a noble angel."
قالت فذلكن الذي لمتنني فيه ولقد راودته عن نفسه فاستعصم ولئن لم يفعل ما آمره ليسجنن وليكونا من الصاغرين.
She said, "This is the one about whom you blamed me, and I did seek to seduce him, but he refused. And if he declines to obey my order, he shall certainly be thrown into prison and be disgraced."
قال رب السجن أحب إلي مما يدعونني إليه وإلا تصرف عني كيدهن أصب إليهن وأكن من الجاهلين.
Joseph said, "O my Lord, prison is dearer to me than that to which they invite me. And unless you avert their plot from me, I shall succumb to them and become of the ignorant."
فاستجاب له ربه فصرف عنه كيدهن إنه هو السميع العليم.
So his Lord answered him and saved him from their plot. Surely he is all-hearing, all-knowing.
ثم بدا لهم من بعد ما رأوا الآيات ليسجننه حتى حين.
Then it appeared to them, after seeing the evidence of his innocence, that imprisoning him will be best.
ودخل معه السجن فتيان قال أحدهما إني أراني أعصر خمرا وقال الآخر إني أراني أحمل فوق رأسي خبزا تأكل الطير منه نبئنا بتأويله إنا نراك من المحسنين.
And with Joseph, 2 young men entered the prison. One of them said, I dreamt that I was pressing wine. The other said, I dreamt that I was carrying bread on my head, of which birds were eating. Tell us their interpretation. Indeed, we see you are one of the righteous.
قال لا يأتيكما طعام ترزقانه إلا نبأتكما بتأويله قبل أن يأتيكما ذلكما مما علمني ربي إني تركت ملة قوم لا يؤمنون بالله وهم بالآخرة هم كافرون.
Joseph replied, Before the next meal comes to you, I will give you their interpretation. This is from what my Lord has taught me. I have forsaken the faith of those people who do not believe in God and deny the hereafter.
واتبعت ملة آبائي إبراهيم وإسحاق ويعقوب ما كان لنا أن نشرك بالله من شيء ذلك من فضل الله علينا وعلى الناس ولكن أكثر الناس لا يشكرون.
I follow the faith of my forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It is not fitting that we attribute any partners with God. This is from the grace of God upon us and mankind. But most people are not grateful.
يا صاحبي السجن أأرباب متفرقون خير أم الله الواحد القهار.
O my fellow prisoners, are diverse lords better than God, the One, the Irresistible?
ما تعبدون من دونه إلا أسماء سميتموها أنتم وآباؤكم ما أنزل الله بها من سلطان إن الحكم إلا لله أمر ألا تعبدوا إلا إياه ذلك الدين القيم ولكن أكثر الناس لا يعلمون.
Those you serve besides him are mere names, which you and your forefathers have invented, for which God has revealed no sanction. Judgment is for none but God. He has commanded that you worship none but him. That is the upright faith, yet most people know not.
يا صاحبي السجن أما أحدكما فيسقي ربه خمرا وأما الآخر فيصلب فتأكل الطير من رأسه قضي الأمر الذي فيه تستفتيان.
O my fellow prisoners, one of you shall serve his master with wine, and the other will be crucified, and the birds will eat from his head. The matter about which you inquired has been decreed.
وقال للذي ظن أنه ناج منهما اذكرني عند ربك فأنساه الشيطان ذكر ربه فلبث في السجن بضع سنين.
Then he said to the one whom he knew would be saved, "Mention me to your master." But Satan made him forget to mention Joseph to his master, and he remained in prison several more years.
وقال الملك إني أرى 7 بقرات سمان يأكلهن 7 عجاف و7 سنبلات خضر وأخر يابسات يا أيها الملأ أفتوني في رؤياي إن كنتم للرؤيا تعبرون.
And the king said, I saw in a dream 7 fat cows, which were eaten up by 7 lean cows, and 7 green ears of corn, and 7 others dry. O chiefs, explain to me my dream, if you can interpret dreams.
قالوا أضغاث أحلام وما نحن بتأويل الأحلام بعالمين.
They replied, These are confused dreams, and we know not the interpretation of such dreams.
وقال الذي نجا منهما وادكر بعد أمة أنا أنبئكم بتأويله فأرسلون.
Then he who was freed remembered Joseph after a time and said, I will tell you its interpretation, so send me forth.
يوسف أيها الصديق أفتنا في 7 بقرات سمان يأكلهن 7 عجاف و7 سنبلات خضر وأخر يابسات لعلي أرجع إلى الناس لعلهم يعلمون.
He said, Joseph, O truthful one, interpret for us the dream of 7 fat cows which are eaten up by 7 lean ones, and of 7 green ears of corn, and 7 others dried up, so that I may return to the people and let them know.
قال تزرعون 7 سنين دأبا فما حصدتم فذروه في سنبله إلا قليلا مما تأكلون.
He replied, You shall cultivate for 7 consecutive years. Leave whatever you reap in the ear, except a little which you may eat.
ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك 7 شداد يأكلن ما قدمتم لهن إلا قليلا مما تحصنون.
Then there shall come 7 years of great hardship, in which you will consume all what you have stored, except a little that you may set aside.
ثم يأتي من بعد ذلك عام فيه يغاث الناس وفيه يعصرون.
Then will come a year of abundant rain, in which the people will press grapes.
وقال الملك ائتوني به فلما جاءه الرسول قال ارجع إلى ربك فاسأله ما بال النسوة اللاتي قطعن أيديهن إن ربي بكيدهن عليم.
The king said, "Bring him to me." When the messenger came to him, he said, "Go back to your master and ask him about the women who cut their hands. Indeed, my Lord is all-knowing of their plot."
قال ما خطبكن إذ راوتن يوسف عن نفسه قلن حاش لله ما علمنا عليه من سوء قالت امرأة العزيز الآن حصحص الحق أنا راودته عن نفسه وإنه لمن الصادقين.
The king said to the women, "What was your affair when you attempted to seduce Joseph?" They replied, "God forbid, we know no evil of him." The ruler's wife said, "Now that the truth has become evident, it was I who attempted to seduce him. Indeed, he is of the truthful."
ذلك ليعلم أني لم أخنه بالغيب وأن الله لا يهدي كيد الخائنين.
From this he will know that I did not betray him in his absence, and that God guides not the plot of the treacherous.